Now, before you start Amazon FBA, just consider something else. And I want to tell you about the stock market and give you some reasons to think about. Now, maybe you're just an ultimate hustle grinder. You want multiple streams of income. That's fine too. But just want to be aware of some things that are going to make a difference and that really separate the Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon FBA, and then the stock market, and makes a pretty big difference. And just to give you a little background here, I kind of did Amazon FBA before it was even a thing, way back when in college when I had a book business, and I'm not going to go down that route. But my point here is I have experience with drop shipping. I have experience with, how this works from a broad sense. And I also have experience with the stock market. And I'm not saying that Amazon FBA is impossible. I'm not saying that it's stupid. I'm not saying, well, let me take a step back. If you believe some of these ads out here that I say that these Amazon FBA, hey, we'll build the business for you, and then it's just on autopilot, that we'll do all the research, we'll figure it all out for you. I mean, come on, really? Do you really think that's gonna work out? It is not gonna work out. And I know they just proclaim how great it is, but that would be the one stupid area. If you think that you can pay somebody else to build you the Amazon business and it's just gonna be money raining from the sky, I have some oceanfront property in Iowa I would love to sell you. But assuming you have a realistic approach to it, then that's fine. I commend you. I appreciate your side hustle, your willingness to create income streams for yourself. But also you definitely need to consider the stock market. And the big difference between the stock market and then Amazon FBA is this: ease. What do I mean by ease? Well, not that one is easier compared to the other, but when it comes to this, your inventory. Meaning, how easy is it to move the inventory, to get rid of it, to buy it, to make decisions around the inventory? Because that's what Amazon FBA is all about. Sure, Amazon holds onto it for you and will ship it for you and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, you actually need to have quality inventory. And nobody's perfect. No business is perfect. Nothing is perfect. So you're going to have times where that inventory is just, it's not going to be what it needs to be in order for you to actually turn a profit. And at that point, again, that's fine. That happens in all business. That happens in trade. That happens everywhere in life. You're never going to be perfect. But it really becomes a question of, okay, well, how easy? What is the ease factor in terms of getting rid of that inventory? With Amazon FBA and just drop shipping in general, I mean, you are dealing with physical products. Those products are taking up space at Amazon's warehouses, right? So there is literally space being taken up and you're paying fees. And if those products are not moving, well, you need to decide, I literally need to do something with that in order to get that physical inventory moved someplace else or given to, I mean, there's a lot of dynamics there because it is truly a physical component, right? You can hold it, you can smell it. I don't know if you want to smell it, but you can throw it at somebody, but there's a physical aspect here. But when it comes to the stock market, so we'll put that over here. Yes, you do indeed have inventory, but the huge difference, the great thing about the stock market is this: the inventory is paper. And let me take that a step back. It's electronic paper. And that is known as a stock, right? A stock is, without going too far down the rabbit hole, a stock is just a piece of paper that says, hey, you own a bit of some company. And it's just a piece of paper, documentation. But in this day and age with the internet technology, it's all electronic. Meaning, when it comes to the ease, meaning if you get inventory, if you get a stock, which would be your inventory as far as the market is concerned, and it's just not really performing the way you want it to, it's just behaving in a way where, okay, the numbers aren't making you happy, the numbers aren't, like I said, as far as your calculations are concerned, this is just not good. I don't like the way this piece of inventory is behaving. Well, you know what? When it comes to over here, the ease, all I'm going to put is this right here. Click. And that's it. Click, sell, click, just get rid of. And that's it. Because the stock market is so massive. And now assuming you're not some sort of, hedge fund with millions and billions of dollars. This right here is just a click of your mouse, boop, and your inventory is gone. Now, you may be losing money on that inventory, just like you very well could be losing money on your physical inventory from Amazon FBA, but the ease factor, how easy is it to just get rid of it, get rid of that inventory? That was a wrong decision on my part. Oh, wow, the market's changed. And right, that's how markets with inventory, right? You could have a bike that is showing certain profit margins, but after something changed in the market, those profit margins change, and all of a sudden that inventory isn't worth nearly as much. But guess what? You still have that inventory that you have to deal with. Now you have to deal with trying to liquidate it. You have to deal with trying to but in the stock market, again, markets can change, things can change. Uh-oh, I was wrong. I need to get rid of it. Click, gone, and you can move on to something else. So that is what something you need to consider is the ease factor at getting rid of your inventory. How easy is it going to be? And with the stock market, it is very, very easy. It's literally a click of a keyboard or your mouse to get rid of that inventory, again, the stock that you have, because a stock in this day and age it's all electronic. It's all just numbers on a screen. Now they do represent something. It does represent a piece of paper that represents ownership in a company, but the way everything functions, it's so massive that you can just get rid of things. You can buy things very, very quickly. So again, buying inventory, to wrap things up here, is the exact opposite. If you see inventory, that means you might have to go to a store, right? You might have to go to garage sales. You might have to do, who knows what. Now I get it, there's sites that say, we have a bunch of stuff, but still you have to search out all that. But with the stock market, you just go to the market. Oh, that looks good, and I want to buy that number, click, and you have it. I mean, in all actuality, 2 minutes later, you could be saying, and this is what I do personally as a day trader, but a few minutes later, you could be like, okay, I'm good with that inventory, click, and you sell it, ideally for a profit. But everything happens so much quicker, so much easier. And that's just something to consider. So Amazon FBA, I'm not saying it's wrong unless you go down the rabbit hole of thinking you can pay somebody else to build you the business. That's a total joke. You're gonna lose your money that way. But just remember that from a time factor, from an ease factor, the stock market does provide a whole lot of convenience in that regard. But even if you want to do both, I wish you all the best. Even if you still just want to do Amazon FBA, hey, that's totally cool. I wish you all the best. But if you start to kind of notice the hassle factor, the headache factor, because you got all this inventory and just remember, there is another market out there, the stock market, that click and your inventory can be bought or sold very, very quickly. So if you found this video helpful, then in a very time efficient way to tell me, hey Clay, please keep making videos like this. Just please hit that like button. Questions, comments, suggestions, leave those down below. And then finally, check out my channel as a whole, especially if you are saying something's like, oh, yeah, I would like to learn more about the stock market. Then my entire channel has all sorts of stuff about the stock market. So check out the channel and hopefully decide to ultimately hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have as a member to the channel and help you learn more about the stock market in and of itself. But yeah, get out there. I appreciate your hustle grind. I appreciate you looking for more ways to create streams of income for yourself. But just remember, the stock market is also a nice way out there too to put some more money in your pocket. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.